I really love music, bro. Like
so would you go broke?
I've been doing this for 8 years and I ain't got nothing, Jamar. I made like $500 in 8 years from this.
How much you think you spent?
Over 100,000. I lost 100,000 in 5 months. So that's just in 1 year.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking?
Welcome, my kings and queens. This is Jamar Denzel here with LGR, the Let's Get Real podcast. If you don't know who I am, I'm a photographer, filmmaker, creative, entrepreneur from Washington, D.C. And I wanted to create a platform where I can share stories, positive and trauma-related stories, so my audience can grow and we can learn together and we can share stories with each other. So I thought it would be perfect to have my good friend Snatie Baby, the CEO of RDG Video Game Music Group, as one of the very first people on the show. He was one of the very first persons that I started shooting with when I started my career as a music video director here in Washington, D.C. He's from Church and Quarters. He's been doing rap. We both started around the same time, about 7 years ago. We've done many shows together. We've done a lot of music videos. We done worked with Tory Lanez, Key Glock, a lot of people. We did a lot, and we got a lot more to go. So we're going to talk a little bit about this story today. So welcome to the show, and I think it's time. It's time for us to get real. All right, my guy. We have a good show today. Nervous.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today, everybody, we got the man of many names, Snatie Baby, on the mic today on Let's Get Real. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. Hold on, let me put my glasses on so I look like I know what I'm talking about.
Gotta get studios. I like the new frames.
Yeah, you know, I got it.
I like the new frames. My man looking sweet out here today.
I'm trying, switch up my swag. You see, I got a trench coat on today. You know what I'm saying? Trying a little something, dude. You know
yeah, he was ready for his photo shoot today.
Yeah, I was ready. You said photo shoot. I'm gonna pop out. Let's go. Let's get it.
So, all right, we're gonna start off. I want to start off every single podcast with an icebreaker. You know.
Okay.
We're just gonna get everybody just a quick little question, so everybody gets to know who you are just a little bit. Okay. So the first question is, you are a musician.
Yes, sir.
So of course the first question is gonna be about music.
Okay.
So, who will be your favorite musician to go on tour with, and why?
Easy, Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott.
Let's go.
Now the real question is. Are you headlining or is she headlining?
I mean, we could work something out. We could work something out, but I'm gonna let her rock.
You gonna let her rock the first time?
Yeah, but we gotta do something.
Yeah, I gotta switch it back up.
Yeah.
All right, why Missy though?
Huh?
Why Missy?
I love Missy, man. I came up in that era, you know what I'm saying? So Missy was one of my favorites. You know, her beat selection, everything, her style, like that's like when I do videos and stuff, I want to do the same thing. Like you see how wild,
so even
creatively, you know what I'm saying? Even like Ludacris, you know what I'm saying? I put him on there too. I came up in that.
He could be on the tour.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Actually, might be a really good Missy, Ludacris.
Yeah, Snatie
what's
B.
one more?
I throw in D4L and them. You know
D4L.
what I'm saying? I came up in there because I want everybody to party. That's the type of music I like, party music. You know what I'm saying?
So where would the tour be at? Let's say an American tour.
Of course, we like 5 states. We could go. Of course, we gonna hit our city. You know what I'm saying?
We got the DMV.
My city, Washington D.C.
What venue?
In
the DMV.
Man, we outside with it. RFK parking lot. RFK parking lot. Yeah, like some Broccoli City festivals type stuff.
I kind of like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. Give me 2 more. Just 3. Give me 2
Atlanta.
more.
You know they gonna have to go crazy with that.
They gonna go crazy.
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? Then we got hit one of the Carolinas. I'm thinking South Carolina.
We got an East Coast tour.
South Carolina lit, yes.
So South Carolina, okay.
They're going to appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's that, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to that walk it out, you know what I'm saying? All that type stuff, you know what I'm saying? I came from that early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? So Missy, Luda, Snatie B, let's go.
Okay, I like that. So,
you know what I'm saying? D4L, the whole crew. Even Jermaine Dupri and all them people, them franchise boys.
So what songs that's on your catalog do you think like would best go with their songs, like with mixed vibe and with that type of tour?
To be honest, like my music is a little bit more modern. It's like 2 different eras type thing. You know what I'm saying? But the energy, that's the thing. It's about the energy. I wouldn't even say it's about like the type of sound, but like the energy it brings. Even the music I do is party music. You know what I'm saying? So definitely it will match in perfect. It may not sound exactly the same as the early 2000s music, but it will match in just based off the energy. My music gonna get up on your feet, make you get up on your feet and party. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really no sad type of rapper or anything. I might pop out every time. I be sad sometimes. You know, we all go through it, but yeah, the energy is there.
Well, it's awesome that you use those words, because that's my next question. So when you do get sad or you get stressed out, like I want this we're gonna get real and deep on this podcast.
Oh man, don't make me cry.
So we're not getting too deep. So my next question is, what do you do as a man for stress relief? For like what type of avenues do you take to relieve your stress?
Well, let's see. I got a plethora of things, you know what I'm saying? So I do, one of the main things, of course, I write music. That's a stress reliever. Sometimes I don't even write music. I just write down my thoughts. Anything that comes to my mind, I just write it down. That's just something I could just do right there in the moment. But as far as like going out, I like to go to the gun range sometimes. Might go, to get a massage or something like that. Something just to get my mind off things.
Talk about the gun range for a second. You as a black man, what's your experience going to? I've never been to a gun range. So what's your experience going to a gun range? You promote going?
I mean, yes, I do promote going to the gun range because it's like, the gun is a tool. And with like any tool, you can't just pick it up and just think you're just gonna be able to just use it. You gotta learn how to use that tool, and that's the perfect place to learn it. I don't want to have nothing in my hand that I don't know how to use properly. So that's why I encourage all black men to go to the gun range. It's a lot of crazy things going on out here, and I don't promote gun violence or anything like that. But at least if you're gonna use it, know what you're doing with it.
Yeah, you think if a lot more people went to the gun range, we'd have a lot less stray kills?
I'm from the hood. I'm going to tell you right now.
A lot of people can't aim.
I'm going to tell you right now, none of them go to the gun range.
They don't know how to aim. They legit like just pulling it out.
And just shooting everywhere.
Not even training with it.
Nothing. They just get a gun and they learn how to load it, cock it, maybe clean it, if that.
I ain't never think about like I'm gonna say like niggas like cleaning their guns.
You get what I'm saying?
I can't even picture it.
And they be wondering about how many situations where you see people gun jams and stuff like that. I can't even picture it. You with guns don't jam, because like I've never had an experience unless it was a brand new gun. You gotta break in brand new guns, but unless it was something else, like I never had experience with no gun jam, like especially at the gun range. No. Like I said, they go to the gun range, learn your weapon, learn how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people would be saved if we had more people going to the gun range and learning how to use it. So can't stop violence. I mean, it's been going on since the beginning of history. We just got to be, well managed with it. If that's part of our nature, at least be well managed with it instead of just all erratic and all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now. DC, like murders, it's only the first month, but I don't want to really dwell on that. But let's talk about what's going on with Snatie Baby right now. Yes, sir. Musically, work-wise, like what's your life like in the moment?
Well, right now I'm kind of like in the rebuilding stage. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my budget back to where I needed to be, and then I need to focus on the right thing this time. I kind of go on runs with this. I need to stay more consistent. I need to work on my marketing. I've been really focused on like making big moves and the music. That's the things I've been focusing on all these years. I've been doing it. I've been doing it for over 8 years, going on like close to 9-10 years now. And I've been focusing on the wrong things. So now this time I'm refocusing. The first few years I was focusing on just basically just making big moves. Like I want to open up for the biggest artists and stuff like that. But I ain't going with no merchandise or nothing. I'm just performing, just opening it up for people and just thinking these people going to remember me just because my music good. But I ain't giving nobody nothing. I'm just performing and leaving. But now I'm just going to capitalize on that. Now when
So you never like hang out and talk with people in the crowd afterwards?
That's what I'm saying. I don't connect. I never really connected with people. I'm just thinking like, all right, your music good, it's gonna speak for itself. But talent don't get you nowhere.
You know what's crazy? Like I've been telling you,
talent.
I've been telling you this like at the beginning of the year. I've been like, we both kind of on the same tip. We're going in different directions, trying to figure out, becoming men, basically trying to figure out life out. I felt that way sometimes. I'm doing photography when I'm at events. 'Cause I do all these events, and sometimes I'm a host. Right. When I go to events, everybody know who I am as a photographer. But then it's like, sometimes like afterwards, especially if it's a new company or a new group of people I've never been around, like I always tell people stick around.
Yeah.
Network. That's what it basically is.
Yeah.
You need to network with the people afterwards, after you finish the event, because they get to remember who you are. Like I even like the same thing
Make
as
connections.
a photographer.
Yeah.
So I think so you might need to just hang out with the crowd afterwards. Ask them how they feel about your performance and maybe get their piece. And that's how you build, because it's all about your community.
I mean, like I say, now don't get me wrong. Some people, like after I perform and stuff like that, most of the time people come up to me and say, hey, I really liked your performance, and give me, you know, my kudos and stuff like that, and say, but I don't capitalize off that. I never really have nothing to give them. The only thing I can say is follow me on Instagram. But that's just it. You know, people want more than that. If I would have gave them a hoodie, oh, you like my music?
And then when they go to your Instagram, what is there to keep them on your Instagram?
Like, of course, I promote my stuff on Instagram. You know, I have stuff on my page, but even then, I don't promote that properly. You know, like all my content, I'm not consistently dropping content. So that's another thing I'm focusing on: content, marketing, networking. Like that's the 3 biggest things. And I'm learning, like, talent's not gonna get you nowhere, but if you do those 3 things, and especially in today's age, it's gonna get you far. So at the end of the day, that's why I'm switching my motive and just focusing solely on that. All that other stuff gonna be there, the big shows, the big moves and stuff like that. I gotta be prepared for that. And next time when I do those things, I'm still gonna do those things, but next time when I do, I'm gonna have something to hold these people there. You know, not just perform and just walk away. I'm gonna have content for them. When they do go to my page, I'm gonna consistently drop, have hoodies, anything I could give to them, something. Cause just performing and walking away ain't gonna get you nowhere. I've been doing it for years, you know.
Okay, yeah. So for years, we've been doing this for years.
Yes.
We've been doing this for years.
Years.
I've been with you from the ground up.
First video.
From the very first video.
Very first video.
And it's just kind of crazy. Like, I'm going to tell y'all, man, we went from just shooting skits in the hood, running around searching quotas in Washington, D.C.
Facts.
To traveling. We went to North Carolina. You did a show with Young Blackster. Is it Young
Blackster.
I ain't hear he
Black Youngster.
Black Youngster. He been out the game for so long. That's even my guy.
Yeah,
Black Youngster.
Facts. We went to New York one time.
Yeah, we went to New York. And then my man, he did shows with Tory Lanez, did this show with Kleegard.
Yeah. Like, I've been hustling, man.
So we've been hustling. So tell me about that very first moment, because I remember it. I remember you came down when I used to work for DC Parks and Recreation. You came down to the lobby where my fat ass was just sitting at the lobby.
You were just chilling right at the front.
I was just chilling at the lobby, not doing not a damn thing. And I had just bought my camera, and I think I was shooting for D Perfect and Sean and them.
Yeah, you shot something for my young bulls. You know, the old RDG.
Oh yeah, the young RD. Oh, I did shoot. I shot the little basketball joint with them.
And then once I seen them Jones, they was like, yeah, get with Jamar, because I ain't had no videos. They was shooting videos before me. Yeah. And the crazy thing about it is I was rapping before them. Mm-hmm. You know, so
they knew me at the rec though, and I was doing it for free.
Yeah, I wasn't really, and even then when I first started rapping, I wasn't really worried about video. I was just dropping music, you know. But like I said, I met you at the rec. My boys told me, yeah, get with him, man. Like, he doing his thing. So, and it's been love ever since, my G. We done ran it up, you know what I'm saying? We done did a lot of things.
So, my main question is, so like we started off at the rec center. So from that day, how was the hustle? Like, just going through the music from the really dough.
Well, the hustle was long. It was long nights and just like, I won't even say consistency, because I did take breaks, and that's okay, you know, to refocus and things like that. But the hustle, but I still stayed consistent throughout the years, you know, just kept persistent, still coming back at it, you know, still like sharpening my sword every chance I get, you know. But what I can say is the hustle has just been like, I don't know. All I can say is consistent, man, and just persistent, just believing in myself, just hoping for the best. And like I said, nobody got no book on how to do it, because you could try one thing their way, but it may not work for you, you know? So you just got to stay persistent and try this and try that. You're going to fail. If you don't fail, that's part of the game. Failing is part of the game. And I've been failing a lot, but I learned a lot. So it's all good.
So what's some lessons that you learned from running your, because music is a business. So you've been running this business by no label. Yeah, you are the label.
I am the label. I do everything, like down to the helping. Like I said, just thinking about ideas for video shoots. You know what I'm saying? Like, just everything down to I take care of it all, man. Like,
and what
I'm a
made you?
CEO.
Well, so what made you start rapping in the first place?
I just love music, and to be honest, like I won't even think about rapping. I'm a musician. I play drums. That's mainly my main instrument. So I just always was in music, and I love music. But I started rapping with my cousin, with my big cousin out in Clinton. He just had like a little mic and a little computer. So he was like, man, yeah, bro, let's just get in the studio. He had a little thing called What It Do. He wanted to do What It Do Entertainment. And we was making tracks in the bathroom, in the closet, anywhere we could hook up the mic and just get like a good, sound. And that's why I started rapping. And it kind of became therapeutic in a sense, and from then there on, I just kind of like saw a vision like of where I could take it, and I kind of like branched off from him, and I was just started doing my own thing because nobody around me was really doing it during that time. Like I wasn't, especially the people that was close to me. I don't know nobody like close to me that was rapping during the time that I started rapping. So I was just like, I saw the vision and where it could take us, and Shy made it, it's not even because Shy made it and Fat Trail and Light Show and all these other people made it before me, like just for me to pursue it. It was just one of them things where I was like, okay, bet, I see how they did it. Now, I think I could do it, but just in a little different way. I wanted to come in on some Master P, P. Diddy, type stuff. I'm a CEO at heart. I do music. I love doing it, but I'm a businessman at heart. That's the main thing I am. I'm a businessman. I know how to make and leverage money. So that's how I wanted to come in. I feel as though they came in as rappers. I want to come in as a CEO. That's why I started with me, then got people like Fats, all the young guys I had before, Peso and all of them. And then they branched off, they started doing their own thing. And then after that, I picked up, Dickie, Jaws, Chaco. I always wanted to, put people on. I had the mindset to do it. So I just wanted to come in the game different, So that's basically it, yeah.
So you said you was flipping everything over this year. So what's different from RDG, Really Dope Gang, from last year that's gonna be different this year?
This year, like I spoke on earlier, I'm gonna capitalize on every move I make. So if I can't make the move right, I'm not gonna make it at all. So I've been feeling as though I've been doing a lot of things that I ain't gonna say unnecessary because I needed it. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't know what I needed to do. But now it's time to capitalize on it. Like I said, when I go to these shows, I'm passing out. When you marketing and stuff like that, you first starting out small businesses, I'm just letting you know right now, you're going to have to pass out a lot of free stuff. So, and that's how you get people to gravitate towards your brand. That's just how business go. And you're going to learn that when you do business. That's part of marketing. That's hence to why people send out stuff to influencers and things like that just to push their brand. So now like I said, I was going to shows and I'm around all these famous people and I don't have nothing to give them. I don't have nothing. We just shaking hands doing business and just stepping away. Nah, I want to get T-shirts. I want to be able to pay for a feature afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Have something to like link a relationship. Like, just keep sending them stuff like, no, can I send you merchandise? Anything. Capitalize off your moves instead of just being there. Make an actual connection, shaking hands, and look like talking to people. Not just, oh, thank you, get your Instagram and just step away. No, what do you do? How do you do it? And how did you get where you at? Like, conversations like that. So that's basically I'm going to do, capitalize on every move.
So let's talk about the culture here in the DMV, music-wise, and from your perspective. Like, we got hip-hop, we got go-go.
Yes, sir.
Like, how's the music here for you? Like through your lens, the experience.
I feel as though go-go has always been what it is. That's my favorite genre of music. Like, at heart, go-go is going to always be, that's my thing. And I feel as though the go-go scene has kind of like been what it is, but the reason why it ain't big as it used to be because the younger generation really didn't pick up the go-go thing like that.
Yeah.
They did like the younger generations, people from the like younger.
I would say like 2012.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think '09 was the best year for go-go.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially for our generation, not like the older
The
with the house
millennials,
music,
yeah.
but with our generation, I think
Millennials.
'09 between '08 to '10 was the best generation for go-go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because like even before then, go-go was like doing.
No, I'm talking about our generation.
Well, yeah, our generation.
Our
okay,
generation,
yeah.
not like our parents. Not like our parents, of course, like Chuck Brown, like back in the day, like that was their time. But I'm talking about for our period, like for us growing up, we're seeing age.
I would stretch it back from like '08 to like 2012.
Yeah, that time period.
Yeah, like that time period. And that was my whole high school year. Go-go was.
Yeah, I graduated '09.
Yeah, go-go was the biggest thing like in the city. Like nobody was rapping for real. Like Wale was rapping.
I tell people this all this. I was like, this is how much I was so headstrong on go-go, because I think I got in high school, 2004?
I already know what you about to say.
What? I told you this before?
I know. I already know what you about to say. You about to say basically you would hear the go-go version of songs before you hear the regular version of songs.
I hear the regular version of songs.
Same thing with
it was
me.
like I did not listen to hip hop at all. I had to like culture myself just to listen to hip hop.
I swear.
Like I had to force myself. And you know the first artist I really banged with as a hip hop artist. This like I know the exact date I started listening to hip hop music. Is when Best I Ever Had came out by Drake. Drake.
Nah, see, I was
Drake was the first hip hop artist I officially started listening to. When it clicked into my head, I was like, I'm too DC. And I was like, I need to listen to some regular music. And I started listening to Drake, that whole album.
For me, it was kind of backwards because I moved out of the city like from when I was a kid, I would say from 2001 to 2004. I lived in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Like I was born in DC, of course, and I moved out in 2001, came back in 2004. Now, when you move out of the city, of course, I was in Pennsylvania. They ain't know nothing about no go-go.
They got their own stuff.
So I'm up there listening to stuff like somebody once told me the, you know.
No, I know they got some other stuff.
That's what we was
there,
singing. But that was the hit back then. I'm just saying that was the hit. The Shrek joint. Oh, we was singing that every morning.
It was in another movie too. Yeah. I think it was like New Guy or something. It was in another movie.
And that dude Aaron Carter, they was singing that. Yeah,
exactly.
that was their stuff back then. Mm-hmm. But then I moved back to the city, and that was kind of like just still on my. But I started listening to hip hop. That's when I got into Missy and all of them, and Luda and all of them. But then but then once you get into the city and you get around your friends and stuff like that, I got back in the city in 2004. I swear to God, by 2006. Oh, I'm a go-go head. I don't know nothing about no hip hop, barely no more. Once I got back to the city,
you know, I was supposed to be in a go-go band.
You were supposed to be?
I was supposed to have been like, I got asked to be in a go-go band. You know, I sing a little bit.
I was supposed
just a little bit. I got asked twice.
They call you Beat Your Feet King. So
they call me Beat, yeah. But I let fear hold me. I let fear hold me back.
So let me ask you that. Was that a self-proclaimed name, or was people actually called you that?
Everything is self-proclaimed. It's self-proclaimed. I can admit it. It's so. Look, I got it on Twitter. I got it on my email address. I got it on my PlayStation Network. But you know, like, so Beat Your Feet is YA. Mm-hmm. I put YO though, because I couldn't get the YA because they got the emails already set up. So I do YO.
Oh, so you do the YO. They got YA.
Feet. Yeah, they use A.
So you beat your feet.
Beat yo, yeah, yo.
Okay, they beat y'all, you beat yo.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I like that for you.
But it was so proclaimed. I don't know. I just started dancing. I just always loved dancing. My brothers always cracking me up because, you know, like when you do it and you do that and you do the circle move.
Yeah.
And they was like, your fat ass. They used to call it the duck when I used to do it.
Oh no. Go ahead.
And everybody that's watching this, that's from high school, me and a young Ricardo, we used to have dance battles after lunch every day.
Oh,
at Friendship, in the hallways,
yeah.
we have just two fat youngins.
Oh, you went to Friendship?
I went to Friendship Collegiate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
from Minnesota.
I went to Blow Pierce.
If I was on the south side, I probably would have went to Blow Pierce.
I went to Blow Pierce, but I ain't go to Collegiate. I was supposed to, but I ain't.
Yeah, I went to me and my cousins. We all of us went to Collegiate, but we used to do dance battles.
Oh,
That's how big go-go was back then. You know.
Yeah, go-go was the thing. Like nothing else mattered. Nobody wanted to rap.
Once I started to like, it was almost time for us to leave out of high school. I was like, I need to get some more coaches. So I started listening to some more hip hop.
It was just as many go-go bands. Everybody, it was a new go-go band popping up every week back then. Like literally, that's how. Just like how there's a new rapper popping up every week, new go-go every week. Mm-hmm. But I think what shifted our city was social media. Let's be honest. When social media really started booming, that's when hip hop
Hip-hop
kind of took
came-
over, you know what I'm saying, the main thing, you know, like in this, I ain't gonna say it's the main thing in the city because like it's still split in the city. Like it's still split a little between hip hop and go-go, but back then go-go had the crown.
Yeah.
Like they was packing out shows like Stadium Armories and stuff
And also
like that.
they also started banning go-go's too. That's what
Yeah, 'cause
that's
yes.
what really killed go-go.
Yeah, they started banning
There was too many
go-go.
fights and stuff
Too many
happening.
fights
So
and
once they
violence,
started
yeah.
banning and shutting,
But you gotta think about it. That happens at hip hop shows too. But they still do
They
it.
do, but that was more of a city agenda, I believe. It was more of an agenda on the DMV city.
I
They
think
wanted
that
to close
is
it down.
because when it's a money thing. Like
Yeah.
hip hop makes millions of dollars, so it's like even though the violence happens, it's making money. So like let's just kind of like.
And they
gonna
come
put-
and go. When the hip hop artists come, they come to the city like once in a blue moon. Hip hop
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, and I remember I told them, I said, no, I've been partying since I was 12.
Yeah.
I was like, I went to high school. We used to have go-go's every Saturday.
used to have
at
all
high school.
ages. You could be
all
high-
ages. That's what I'm saying. I've been
Go-Go's,
partying. I was like,
They had all ages at Ibiza. Ibiza was a 18 to 21 over club, but then they do
you
it
ever
all
go to Club
age.
Bounce?
Yeah, I went to Club Bounce.
That's
all
how-
of
that's
that.
what I got.
That's the joke.
That- like,
That's
you from DC, you know what Club Bounce is. Down
Bounce,
Gallery
that's the teenage,
Place.
yeah, that's
Down
the teenage style. Everybody was in that joint.
Yeah, Club Bounce is crazy. So and that's how you really know you're from the city.
Yeah, Club Bounce. I remember all
But that's
the
also
old
when
age
I
groups.
realized I cannot dance to regular music. Cause you know, I tell people, I'm like, no, when you go to go-go, you freaking.
Yeah.
Like you go to go-go and like,
Yeah, you
and
either
the
be
chair,
you
like-
either be in your feet or you go
or you
go
freaking.
get
Then
a
you had
dance.
two options. Like, and girls
Yeah.
were not as, or I'm gonna stand against the corner.
Yeah, no.
Like they was not like that. No, girls was- like you know Snoop? Big twerk. She used to be a big go-go girl back in the day. If you don't know, you don't know her though. But like they used to be crazy. So when I went to Club Bounce,
Mhm.
that's when I realized, like, how you dance to regular music? Like I don't know how people be in the
Yeah,
in the club,
yeah.
like even just like freaking out. I can't do it to that beat. I don't know. I just can't do it.
I understand. Yeah, that's how it be. But that was back in the day when like you go to the club and like everybody was dancing with each other. Like it wasn't no people just standing in this section, girls dancing on girls and stuff like that. Like, nah, you gonna get you a dance. Like that's how you know you had the Reds back then. You could get you a couple dances. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It was a
Yeah.
formula to get in the dance.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was a formula.
Yeah.
So now we got so many new venues here. We got like
Mhm.
we got what, the DC Star, we got Bliss.
Well, that's the Echo stage now. That joint not even
The
DC.
DC Star, it
You
is
took
Echo
it back.
Stage. I did take it back.
You
We got
took it
Echo
back.
Stage.
Echo stage.
We're in a new day and age of music. So how is the scene today?
I think the scene is kind of like, I mean, it is what it is. It's one of them things where I feel as though DC only support one sound. Let's think about it. All of the artists that's hot in the city, what type of sound do they have? Like, it's of course like that drill music or
Yeah, I was about to say drive, but I don't think
to me, it's
like
a mix
drill.
of Atlanta and Chicago drill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still like a DMV flow because it's kind of offbeat. The flow is
Yeah, 'cause
different,
you got
but
like
the
that
beat
little
selection, but it's
bounce,
like a
yeah.
little mix of it. But I feel as though DC really only supports one sound. You know, like that's why most of the people that's hot in the city is people like No Savage, I Am No Fees, Fat Trail. You know, that's hot in the city. But then you got people like YB and Corday, Rico Nasty,
Chaz
IDK.
French. You got Chaz French.
Yeah, Chaz French.
I think that's more. I think you're more relatable to those people.
Yeah, I'm
in
more
lane.
in that category.
Like I would put
than
you in that
anything.
category with those.
Yes,
DMV
I'm more in that.
artists.
But
For
to
real,
be
yeah.
honest, like me personally, this is my personal opinion. I feel as though DMV really didn't support them until they got big.
Oh no, definitely.
Until they got big.
I didn't even know YB and Corday until you got
Once
big.
they start seeing these people big and they with these other celebrities and stuff like that, now it's like, oh, they from here, they from here. But them coming from the ground up, I never really heard people listening to them on a regular basis. Like I really never really heard people listening now. But you go in the hood or any place else to the club or whatever, you gonna hear Shy Glizzy, you gonna hear Fat Trail, you gonna hear Light Show, you gonna hear No Savage and all of them. Like that's because that's what the city supports, that type of sound. I just feel as though like DMV should diversify who they support because other cities do. I'm not even saying we got to copy off them because we, you know, but the same thing, like other cities support, you go to Atlanta, the Chicago's and things like that, everybody supports, it's a variety of artists that comes from those different places, not just one sound. So the major artists that come from here is mostly just one sound. So I just feel as though like Yeah, DMV just gotta get behind something different, you know, like not even really different, just all that violent shoot 'em up stuff is, I mean, I get it. We go through that. That's where we come from. That's the type of stuff we go through on a daily basis, and we just sharing our experiences. I get it. But it's a lot of those, you know, just like people got tired of the auto-tune thing. Like everybody sound the same with the auto-tune thing. Everybody want to talk about all the guns and shoot them up, kill stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the same thing. But what do you expect when all y'all support is that? Y'all don't support nothing else. So what you think these young guys gonna do? I know people who ain't never, that's not them, but they talking about shoot them up, kill, because that's what people support. That's what y'all gonna still go in there and comment and say, even if y'all don't support it, y'all gonna still say, oh, all y'all do, y'all gonna still comment under it, giving it light, you know, when they do these things. Every time you comment, if that's not what you like or that's not what you want to support, you just turn the other way and just don't even comment on it, don't like it, don't do nothing. But y'all still gotta speak on it. Controversy is still something that, you know, gives attention. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I just feel as though it's not the artist's fault, it's the people, the consumer's fault. If people stop consuming that bullshit, then guess what? I guarantee you're gonna find a shift in music. So it's up to the people. If you ain't gonna make no money, I guarantee half these people gonna stop rapping because they're only doing it because they're getting money. And people don't really do it for the love of the money, to be honest. I mean, love of the music itself. Like that's rare.
You know, it's fun. I ask that question all the time. I'm gonna ask you because I ask that question all the time when I ask artists. They be like, "Yeah, I'm struggling." I be like, "Well, the real question of it is,
why do you even start rapping? Like,
would you do you do this for the money and the fame, or do you do this just because you love the music?"
Half of these people do it because it's lit.
Because if you love it for the music, you should just do it.
It's a glamour thing. It's the Instagram thing. It's the facade, the lifestyle that people chase. Because that's why all these like people want to travel. All these people want to travel, do the same thing that they see on Insta. I mean, of course, people want to travel. But I'm just saying, once they see it on Instagram, they want to do that in real life. That's why all these women got their mindset changed. That's why all these men think it's about having sex with the most women, spending money on chains and clothes, looking to flies and stuff like that, so you can get those likes on Instagram and people could boost you up. That's what they think it's about. So it's a facade thing, you know? So the rap thing, they glorified it. Look, you got this rapper, he getting women, he got all this money, all this jewelry, all these women fantasizing over him and stuff like that. Of course, if you see that you're a young guy from the hood, you're gonna want that too, you know? But then there's some people, like me, it's not even about that. It's about, I really love music, bruh. Like,
so would you go broke?
I've been doing this for 8 years and I ain't got nothing, Jamar. I made like $500 in 8 years from this.
How much do you think you spent?
Over 100,000. I lost 100,000 in 5 months. So that's just in 1 year.
I know you don't spend.
You know, you would witness this. I lost 100,000 in 5 months.
That's 1 year. So
and that's just in 5 months. It's not even a year. That's in 5 months, and I've been doing it for almost 8 years. How many video shoots we done spent?
Because like, what was the struggles on? So you did what labels do for other people. That's one thing I will always say about you. You got a lot of rappers out here that don't know how to put their own shows on.
No.
But you went and put your own shows on. You got bigger artists than you. You did all that by yourself, you and your manager.
Yeah.
And you guys talked to the talent. What was those processes like, even dealing with those artists at a higher level than you?
Man, it's stressful, dog. Like, man. That whole process dealing with artists, man, and it's stressful. I'm just telling you.
I want this to get real. So I want you to speak your piece on that for like younger artists that's underneath you that want to learn how to do that and do that. What was that process like?
I'm gonna just tell you right now.
What was things that you learned not to do?
Not to do. Got you. Let's start from the top. One thing about this, when you throwing shows, the biggest thing is make sure you do your business properly. That's why I messed up at. This is my first couple shows. I never did this before. Nobody gave me the game. Nobody told me nothing. I just jumped in this stuff. I had a little paper. I was like, man, I'm tired of opening up for these artists and these promoters just doing whatever with me, putting me on at any time, just doing whatever. I'm going to throw my own show. I got the paper. I could do the same thing they doing. And I'm going to get paid.
And get other people to pay you to go on the show.
Yep. And I'm going to get paid. So that's my thought process in this. And that's why I jump in and do it, because that's what I was already doing. So boom, let's fast forward. The biggest thing why I messed up at, I wasn't like on my business on top of people. The first process was we had to find a venue.
Okay.
So Find a venue some way. Like, you don't want to go looking for an artist and you don't have no connections with no club owners or nothing because.
So what show are you referring to? Is it both shows? Because I want people to be able to, because I know we did the Kegok show, we did the Tory Lane show.
Yeah.
Both of those shows, that content will be out soon.
Yes, definitely.
So when people can go refer and they're like, oh, he was talking about this.
Yeah.
Well, so you want to use both of those the same type of way, or like the like picking out the venues and stuff like that, like where they're saying, or was it easier for you to talk about one of those shows, like that process?
Nah, it was kind of like. It kind of like ran into each other in a sense. Like, it was the same process.
Let's talk about the Tory Lane show. That was the biggest show that you did.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that process. Like, so getting that venue.
That process was kind of weird because at the end of the day, like, we booked the artist before we got the venue.
Okay.
That was kind of different than the Key Glock show. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was going to get into. The Key Glock show, I got the venue first, and then we decided which artist we wanted to do.
Okay.
And then in the process of that, we wanted to set up our next show. So the booking agent that we had at the time, we was like, reach out to, we named a few artists, and Tory was one of those people, and to get the prices for, the show prices and stuff. And Tory was the one who reached back, and we was able to get in contact with them. We had a contact to get to them. Because that's the thing. If you don't have no connections, like, I don't know nobody in the music industry. Everything I've ever did is from the ground up. I literally had to, like, work my way into this. I don't got my cousin, nobody. Like, I just know people in the industry. Nah,
because I had some of my artists like, dang, he doing a show with Tory. Who do he know?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, who do he know?
I had other artists asking me that about you.
Go through a couple channels to get to that. So it's like a big high school type thing. You know what I'm saying? So boom, the booking agent was able to get in contact with his people, and that's how we was able to set it up. So once we did that, we locked them in. We said, we put a deposit down. It's like Monopoly. You got to put your pieces on the board, claim that property. And so once we hit him up and he said he had the price and I agreed with it, I was like, boom. I just said, here go the deposit, however much he wanted. I gave him the bread. And then from there, now it's like, we got to find the venue now. That's how it happened with the Tory Lane show. Okay. But I didn't focus on my business. Like,
so you mind sharing numbers?
Yeah, we can share numbers.
So booking an artist, how much? How much? So before you even got the venue, how much did you spend? Before you even getting the venue?
Like getting the venue?
How much did you drop on the show?
The first thing, the first venue cost me $5,000.
That was Bliss?
That was Bliss. Bliss cost me $5,000. The next venue was
the Whitman, was it?
Yeah, WEG.
WEG, yeah.
That like 15.
That's a Whitman Entertainment Group, right?
Yeah, that's like, I think it was like 15, 20,000. And it's in between there.
20 G's just for the venue.
I think so, between 15 and 20. I know it was less than 15.
And I know you guys did tables. So did you guys get profit off the table or the door?
We got the whole door, and then we got a piece of the tables. They give you a percentage with the bar. You break down like a percentage with the bar. And that's the thing. You got to work on that too. You got to make sure you get a good deal with these venues. You can't just be out here just taking anything. Like, of course, when you're doing a venue, most of the time you get the door, but then you also got to work out a deal with the bar because you got to pay for those bottles. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole different bar game because some people do business differently. Some people might charge you taxes on the bottle. Some people might make you pay for the actual prices of the bottles if they were selling to you in the club. Some people might give you wholesale price, you never know. Or some people just might give you a percentage of whatever they make profit-wise. Or once a bar reach a certain number, then you get a percentage off of everything after that. You know what I'm saying? But you got to do what's best for you. You got to work your numbers. So that's why I say before you even go and get the artist, you got to figure all this stuff out to know how much you could possibly make and how much because if you spending $100,000 and you got a venue that only hold like let's just say a place like this that hold like a 750 to 1,000 people, you got to figure out, all right,
how many people can you actually get the door?
Yeah, how much money we can get out the door, how much you possibly think these people gonna drink, how many sections you gonna sell. So that's the business that you gotta like really.
All right. So the Tory Lane show, we got $20K for the venue.
Yes, sir.
How much for the artist?
70.
70 for the artist. So we had 90 already.
Yes.
How much? And so you had the group. Everybody was on stage for that. Mm-hmm. Did you supply everybody outfits or did you?
I paid for the outfits.
Everybody outfits. How much was for wardrobe? People forget wardrobe.
The vest. Like I said, all I did was supply them with vests. Everybody else kind of came in their own outfits and stuff like that. But the vest, that was a small investment.
So you can say like 25 G's. Cause even for your own outfit, like your whole outfit, you wore an outfit that day. How much you spend on the outfit?
Yeah, and it was something slight. I don't really be doing too much. Don't be getting on designers and stuff like that. I wear game.
So we still like 25. And
yeah,
then,
well, that's not the thing. It's the promotion.
So
Promotion.
So you paid for ads? We did pay for ads, right?
Yeah,
How much did we put down for ads?
We put like a total of like 500 to 1,000 on ads.
1,000, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then like not even like you got to pay for flyers.
And y'all passed out flyers?
Yeah, passed out flyers.
Did you have a flyer promo team?
Well, yeah, me and my artists went out there and physically handed out the flyers.
So you didn't have to
ourselves.
pay for a promo team for that?
Kinda, because you do pay other promo teams, but all they do is post. They don't hit the streets like that.
I'm talking about y'all here in the streets. You didn't pay for a street team.
I didn't pay for a street team. We was the street
But
team.
that's an option too, though, right?
You could. Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know any people who do that, but I mean that could be a good
like,
business
you go
for
get some
somebody
high
to
school
start.
kids and say, "Hey, I give you like $50
That's a
for
good
the day."
business for start because we don't really have that here. If I would have known
it
that,
really is, you know.
Yeah, because people don't have that like an actual team that will go out there.
Yeah,
and
like because they used to do that when I was in high school. When Friendship, everybody after that's when the go-go was big. All the go-go people would be out there handing out go-go flyers.
Yeah,
so I was like, yeah, you can do that. Get some high school kids. Say, hey, after school, I give you like $50-$100. Here go 500 flyers. Pass this out at your school. Then go walk down to the school down the street and go pass them out there right after school. Mm-hmm. Pass them out if you're doing an all ages show or whatever. Or you go to a college, you can do it at colleges too.
Yeah, yeah. You pay like I paid mostly like promotional groups, like people who already like do their own parties.
So how much did you pay promotional groups?
It like no less than 1,000 each one. And I try to get at least 4.
Okay.
You know, from different demographics.
All right, so we can just say Tory Lane show costs about $100K.
About $100K, yeah. Tory cost me about $100
for the whole entire
Key
show.
Glock cost me about like $50.
Because even if you add my stuff into it, because you paid me to shoot.
Yeah, pay you to shoot.
You paid the boys.
I paid the security. I paid all my staff. I had people working the door. I had security guards. All of that. So all of that, like Key Glock cost me about like 55 to 60K. Tory cost me like 100.
All right, how much did you make at the door for the Tory Lane show?
At the door for the Tory Lane show, I made pre-sale tickets and at the door and everything like that, just tickets sold. I think I made about like $9,000.
$9,000.
Like maybe like $10,000.
$10,000 with people. Remember how many people we had?
I think it was only like 500.
500 people?
Like 500 people. Nah, probably not even that, bro. That was
it was 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
I could say 3 to 5.
5 max. And that's slicing it.
Because we had half you had half the venue filled.
Yeah, half the venue filled. But for real, in order for me to really make that money, that whole room was supposed to be filled plus the other room. And
because they were supposed to open up more if
I sold that many amount. But like I said, my business wasn't right. I didn't run no ads for that. I'm thinking this is bliss. This is one of the hottest clubs in the city.
Yeah, right. We ran shows for Tory Lanez.
Yeah, we ran ads for Tory. That's why we had a different turnout for Tory. But as far
so you had 300 people at the Key Glock show?
Yeah, it was.
I was talking about Tory Lanez.
Oh, Tory?
Yeah, how many people? Because we had a lot of people at Tory Lanez.
Tory was like 1,500.
1,500? Yeah, I know it was a lot of people at Tory Lanez.
Yeah, we got like 1,500. Shout out to Privilege Group. Privilege Group. Shout out to them. They invited the man, one of the hottest college promotion groups in the city, man. They brought him out. Then shout out to DJ Rob. He sold all my tables. Not all of them, but he sold the tables.
So speaking of tables, how much was made at the tables?
Tables I made
but now we at 80. Now we at 90,000. We went from 100K to
no.
90.
At the door for Tory Lanez, I made $12,000.
You made $12,000 at the door.
Yeah.
How much at the Tory Lane show? How much did you made $12,000 at the door?
Yeah, 12,000 pre-sale tickets, like 12,500, like around that. Yeah.
Is that pre-sale at the door? So all together.
All together.
12,000.
I counted together because like pre-sale and
at the door.
Even if I didn't sell them online, they would have to walk up and get those tickets. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
$12,000.
Yeah, $12,000.
How much from the bar?
From the bar, I mean, off the tables, I made like $9,000.
Okay.
But once you broke it, once I did the business and stuff like that, and I got my percentage, I think I only got like $3,000-$4,000.
Your net profit was $4,000. We wouldn't say 35. We say 35.
Yeah.
So 12. So you made.
I made 21 because
you made 21,000 from the show.
Yeah, I made like 21 because at the end of the day, we had a situation to where as though I had to break off a little bit of bread that wasn't supposed to be broken off to somebody to take care of something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that money would have been added in. I made like 21.
21
from a 100K show.
All right, so that means you was still on the
That's
red
down
80K.
Yep. At 79, we could just say 80. And then for the Key Glock joint, it cost me like 60.
60 for the show?
I came out around like, I think 19.
19, you made 19?
I think I made like 19.
So 40. So that's like 100K gone the last 2 years.
Yeah,
In 2 years.
that happened in 5 months.
5 months. Oh, because we did those shows in 5.
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
August,
But it's 2
October.
different years though, because one was
no, that was all one year.
all in one.
All 2021.
Oh, so that.
August 13th and then October 8th.
So down
2021.
100K in the red, and that
In the
wasn't even
red.
including studio time to make those songs
That's not even including all
and the
years.
music videos that we shot that year.
Music videos we shot. That's not even including all the travel.
So
that
you can at
we
least
did
say
all
close to
the-
160.
If you want, you talking about from years or you
I'm talking about just that year.
Oh, that year?
That year. What year was that? 2020?
That was 2021.
2021?
Yeah, when we did that. We
Alright.
shot a few music videos that year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We shot like 4, because we did Chaco music videos, Dickie music videos. So I gave you like at least 10K that year. I gave you, yeah.
Pay your little son.
Yeah, it was at least like 10K that year. And then we had the shows. So yeah, I lost like 150 that year, bro. 150. And that's in 1 year. That's what I'm saying. So if you really love it, I ain't even mad. I learned a lot of lessons. If you really love it, you're gonna do it. And you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be mad. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So my next question is,
Yes, sir.
I like music because music really help us.
Mm-hmm.
I like music helps me motivate myself and keeps me in good spirits. You know, so it's like music for me. Like I didn't tell a lot of people, but I just got back. I did my time in the bin. I just got back from jail.
Oh, my
Beginning
man.
of the year.
Free my man.
I was in jail. I was only in there for about a week,
Ah,
but that week was hell.
yeah, I know.
It was hell.
I know.
They had me on suicide watch while I was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said the wrong things. I deal with depression and anxiety. I told her I'm an honest person. I was like, in my head, I was like, they asked me, they said, do you ever think about hurting yourself? I said, man, all the time I think about killing every so often.
Man.
I just said it like I was having a nice conversation.
I'm gonna give y'all. I just before you get into it, I'm gonna give all the young men some advice.
Know what you say before you go into jail.
But when you go in them holding cells and stuff like that, shut up.
Just shut up.
Just shut up. Answer yes and no. Because I'm trying to tell you, you going in there trying to play big with them folks, they gonna do you dirty. I just had a cousin who just went in and he want to ask questions and stuff like that and be all technical, and he got hogtied. Shut up.
I mean, I thought that they would bring somebody there to coach me through the transition.
No, they don't give a F about you. They don't
That's
care.
what I assumed.
It could be your first day in there. They don't care.
Because the judge originally said, because I went in for reckless driving, and that was really pissing me off. I was like, bro, all I was doing was just driving my car.
Mhm.
But the judge wanted to give me 90 days.
Yeah.
And so when he went in, that dude said 90 days, I blacked out. I was like, I can't do 90 days. That's 3 months, bro. I said, my business is going to go under. I was like, I got the studio. I'm going to hemorrhage money for 2 months.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, by the time I get out, I'm going to be $6,000 in a hole.
Right.
You know, by the time I get out of jail. I said, y'all gonna send me in to jail so I can be out, broke, destitute, where I can just be out here. I'd rather you just tax me.
Yeah.
Like, why sending me inside of that place was gonna benefit anybody?
Definitely wasn't.
You know?
We know
I was like, because I ain't never talked to police.
Exactly. Fact.
You know, I don't deal with police. I went my whole 30 years of my life from Southeast DC, never having a problem with the police until I drove in VA for the first time, and they pinned me down. But that culture is heavy in the DMV.
Yeah.
Because like the first thing my brothers and my cousins said when I got out, they was like, "Damn, nigga, you just like us now."
Oh my Lord.
I'm a statistic now.
Wow. Nah, that's how it is,
And
man.
So like, what's your experience growing up DC in the law and jail?
I mean, like I said, I only had like one running altercation with the law for real. Thank God, I've been blessed to be able to stay unscathed, and I'm trying to keep that going, knocking on wood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had a situation, and it was a bad situation because, like I said, their job it's a numbers game. They don't care about you. They allow you. They'll do whatever. So your best thing, that's why I tell people, don't go in there talking too much, saying too much. But for my situation, I got pulled over for technically that when I asked them on the scene why I got pulled over, why I got pulled over, they said because I had a border around my tag.
Okay.
But it was a border from the dealership. Like,
was it a new car?
Huh?
Was it a new car?
Yeah. It was a Hyundai border around the tag. That's why he said I got pulled over. He said license and registration. My registration is in my glove compartment. This is 2 days after my birthday. I had just came from the gun range. I had a box of bullets in the glove compartment. But they wasn't in a magazine or nothing. They was in a fresh box of bullets. Like, you know, when you go to the
Is
gun
that
range.
illegal though? Did they say it was
There's
illegal to have it in
nothing
the
wrong
box?
with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm allowed to, I ain't had no charges, nothing. It was a fresh box of bullets, no magazine, no gun nowhere in sight, nowhere. It was just a fresh box of bullets in there. And it was rifle bullets at that. It wasn't like no little like
Handgun.
9mm bullets. This was like 5.56s. You know what I'm saying? So it's only like 10 bullets in the box.
Okay.
So he seen it, and he was like, he freaked out. Excuse me, sir. Yeah, hold on right quick. We're gonna need you to step out the car. And I'm like, for what? Because you got bullets in the car. Okay, it's in a box. It's not in the magazine. I don't care. Step out of the car. I ain't gonna argue with them folks.
Mm-hmm.
I let them do what they go do. That's what you need to do. Shut up. Let them do what they gonna do. You ain't no point of fighting them. Let them make their own mistakes, because that's what they do. They bite themselves in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
As long as you cooperate.
As long as you cooperate. I'm not gonna fight them folks. They got the upper hand right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what people need to stop talking. Stop trying to argue with them people, man. Like, just be calm in those situations. That's exactly what I did. I got out of the car. The only mistake I did, I didn't record what happened because they didn't have body cams in PG in 2018 during that time in Hinesville. But all I'm saying is, the only mistake I made, I didn't record. If I would have recorded that, what happened in that altercation, I would have beat that case. Because at the end of the day, they searched my car, and in my trunk, I had weed. So yes, they did find the weed, but they supposedly was searching my car for the bullets, and they was looking for a gun. They was not searching for weed at all.
Did they even ask you if you had one?
Huh?
Did they ask you if you had a firearm?
Yeah, they asked me if I had a firearm. I told
And you
them
told
no.
them no, okay.
I said, those are rifle bullets. So anything you should be looking for a rifle case. That will not fit no handgun. I don't have anything in this car. But even then, that's not a reason to search somebody's car just because you got a box of, like they sell it at the Walmart, you know, like bullets. That's not, and now if it's in a magazine, loaded in the magazine, okay, cool. But if it's just a box of bullets, I've looked it up, and that's not a probable cause to search somebody's vehicle.
Did you go to court with a lawyer?
Yes, I did. And the lawyer recommended me to cop to the plea because he basically said that within a few years, the laws is going to change.
You can get an appeal?
And I could get it overturned, being as though the law is going to change based off the amount that I had. So he said, there's no point of going to court trying to fight it. Told me I was going to lose and all this other stuff like that. And like I said, when you go do that, watch who your lawyers you get, man, because my lawyer was all buddy with the prosecution. I ain't like that. I don't like that.
If you all buddy with it, you should be able to get me off.
Like, but buddy with the prosecution is a bad thing. You want the prosecution to hate your lawyer. Cause that mean he getting everybody off and he messing their numbers up.
I look at it like they should be in each other's pocket, if anything. Like, if I see you
they
being buddy,
that
like,
mean that they working out deals.
And the deal better be in my favor.
The deal was I got 18 months of probation. No jail time.
No jail time? Okay, no jail time.
Yeah. I only spent a night in jail.
One night? Okay.
Yeah. I only spent one night in jail.
Oh, so I've been in jail longer than you?
You've been in jail longer than me.
Oh, shit. I'm really a nigga now. God damn.
Yeah, I only did one night. I copped to it. I ain't want to fight it because at the end of the day, like I said, I need to be out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I make my money. I got to be out here.
Bro, I was in it I did 6 days. So right now it says I got lucky because it's COVID.
Yeah.
I don't know how my case would have went, but I know because of COVID, the judge gave me 90 days, but then the courthouse went it down to 10 days, and they said I only had to do half. So I did 6 days, and I'm a thinker. I think all the time. I'm sitting here with you right now, and I'm still thinking about 5 other clients I got to work with at the same exact time.
Oh, best believe I got to go make some moves right after
right
after we leave this podcast.
So being in a room by myself for more than 72 hours.
Mind racing.
My mind was racing, bro. And I was on suicide watch for the first 3 days. Mm-hmm. So they basically had me in a room, butterball naked in like 20-degree weather with the lights on 24/7. Yeah, and it was like, I was like, I'm going crazy just being in this room. Yeah. And after a while, the only thing that kept me through it was music. Like, I was legit like singing raw wave songs.
Oh, that man was in there off his
I was in there singing raw wave. I couldn't even say after a while I couldn't remember
banging on the walls.
Bro. So music kept me alive. I kept singing like keep going.
Yeah, you need that. You gotta have something, man. Like,
and so that's why I listen to music and like Keep Going, the greatest. the greatest overall. It was that's my guy.
Mhm.
I had those songs on repeat, just singing it loud as shit in the pod.
Yeah.
So what's 3 songs for you that stuck in your head like all the time?
I don't know. It depends on the time, because I be going through different situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my ride wave time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had my ride wave time, but that's when I was going through a little situation. But
He
when
was
I'm
helping
in
you heal.
Yeah, he was helping me heal.
He was
but-
helping you heal.
Yeah, a little bit. But then now, like, just on my regular day-to-day thing, like, most of the time I just listen. I try to listen to mostly my music. I don't mean to sound all cliche and stuff like that, but I listen.
So you listen to your own music?
Yeah, I listen to my own music, so I don't get too much. Like, you start listening to other people's music a lot as an artist, and you just start to get a little inspiration, and then somehow if you listen to other people sometimes too much, like, you start to sound like them a little bit. I ain't gonna say you sound like them.
I get that, because I don't like watching other people's movies a lot, especially people that's in the same lane as me.
Yeah,
because I don't want to be influenced by them.
Yeah. You want to have your own creative mind. So I mostly just listen to my own music, basically.
Okay, so top 3 songs from Snatie Baby then.
Well, right now, I've been listening. Don't take this wrong. Freaky Shit. That's something that's coming out this year. You know,
2023. Okay.
Yeah. Then I got this other song called Comfortable.
Okay.
You know, and I've been listening to.
So all new stuff. So I can't even play it for you guys. So
Yeah,
y'all gonna have to watch. Y'all gonna have to go check them out.
2023. I'm dropping those two. Those coming out this year. And I've been messing with Young Mo. He got this joint called Perfect. It may be old. I think it's old, but that joint crank.
Okay.
Young Mo. He from the DMV, artist from the DMV, but he got this song called Perfect. I like that joint. You know what I'm saying? But
all right. Well, we gotta wrap it up real soon. So really quick,
Yes, sir.
give me one mistake that you had in your life that you learned from. And it was like the biggest mistake that you think you done made in your life, but you learned a really valuable life lesson from it.
It's kind of a cluster of like a lot of things. It's kind of like, because I don't do this. Like, I don't cross my T's and dot my I's, if you know what I mean. And what I mean by that is like really diving into business, like everything that I got to do, I got to be on top of.
Mhm.
Some things I kind of turn a blind eye to because I don't feel like doing it. I'm just being honest. That's procrastination. Like, certain things I start getting to and I get tired of and I stop doing it. So it's kind of like a cluster of things that I've been doing like my whole life, to be honest. Like, that's a big mistake throughout my whole life, not crossing my T's. Crossing T's and dotting I's, paying attention to every single detail. Don't let nothing go under the rug. Pay attention to every last detail. That's the biggest mistake I've been making. That's probably why I haven't like really prepared to where I really want to be. But that's what I'm working on. So once I cross the T's and dot the I's and, really, hone my craft, I promise I'm going to be gone, man.
Yeah.
I won't do that no more.
All right. Well, I think we weren't really detailed in this. I think we're gonna call it a wrap for today. We definitely gonna have to have you back on the. We're gonna have to have you on the round table for the Let's Get Real podcast.
Okay, man.
But so I want you guys to check out Snatie Baby. Where can they find you at?
Man, you can find me at @thereal_Snatie B. Yes, sir. DAREAL_SNATIE B. The real Snatie B. I spelled that right?
I'm gonna have it on it. I'm
the real Snatie B. He gonna put it across the screen.
I'm gonna put it across the screen.
Yes, sir.
All right, so make sure you guys like and subscribe wherever platform that you guys are watching this on.
YouTube
follow
page.
us, follow Snatie Baby. Go to listen to his music.
Really Dope Gang
go on
ENT.
YouTube and go check out our music videos. Any music video you seen from him is more than likely 90% of the time will be shot by me. And
95.
Bro, let's go ahead and cheers it up.
Cheers, man. I appreciate you.
You on the first episode? Let's get real.
Sir. I ain't even say nothing to get me canceled. I like that.
All right, maybe next time.
When you're playing that record, what were you thinking?